Hello everyone, my name is Danny. This review is for the movie called A Rising Tide. This is a 2015 movie. I do watch movies that are a little bit older every once in a while, and just happens with the research I do. And this is rated TV mature, so I'm guessing it was made for TV and it has a lot of language, more than I thought was going to be in the movie when I started it. It runs an hour and about 40 minutes, and it stars Hunter Parrish, Ashley Hinshaw, and Tim Daly. And the description is this is an inspirational story of redemption. A Rising Tide tells the tale of a young chef, Sam, and after the destruction of his family's well established Atlantic City restaurant. There's more to the summary. I'll click on it in a second. uh, during they his family's restaurant gets destroyed during Hurricane Sandy. Sam must grow up quickly, taking the biggest risk of his life both in business and love. When Sam comes to the aid of a wealthy patron and then falls for the newly separated Sarah, a chain of unexpected events unfolds for all of them as they discover the only way to achieve their dreams may be to acknowledge what they owe to others and realize that the greatest investments take more than cash. Happens when I have to click on things. This does only have 407 grades on IMDb.com, so even though it's rather old, nobody's seen this or graded it online, so I would at least put it on your list for kind of a rarely viewed movie. And I guess the grade is fair because only 400 people have put their say in, but my grade is higher. This is A Rising Tide. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Again, this movie just came to me through research, and obviously not that many people have watched it or graded it online. So I always feel good about these kind of movies, and it's nice that I'm, kind of seek them out and other people haven't seen them. Um, the first thing that we'll talk about is the big two words that I think you might have heard in the description there, Hurricane Sandy. Anytime any movie has to deal with a big, violent disaster like a hurricane or 9/11 or the Boston bombing. When that movie dealt with that, when people reference big disasters like that, they're immediately relatable. Anybody can, remember the biggest snowstorm they had or the biggest earthquake or tornado, and somebody was affected by something in your memory. So obviously, this is a right off the bat relatable movie. So that's always a plus. I always think that movies like this need to be seen once by everybody so you can at least see what it was about and see what it's like, and it's dealing with something big like a hurricane. The second thing is they kind of lose their crowd when they start using all this language, and it's very explicit and it gets a little too heavy. There is one scene of sex, and I just think that this movie and others like it need to be more family oriented, because that's who are coming to see this movie. That's who's going to seek this out, is people who are interested in your disaster related movie. And it's kind of a love story, and there's a lot going on. There's lots of friendly lessons and little things that happen here and there about treating people right rather than just throwing money at it. And there's lots of good lessons in this. It's a nice movie, but then they kind of ruin it with the language and the inappropriate stuff. So I'm not really sure where the direction is on this movie, why people couldn't agree just to make it nice and you know friendly and family oriented, because it'd be a lot better movie. um, the other thing is with the direction, the dialogue, and the things that people say to each other, and the way people are reacting to situations, and the things that people are saying to each other. As we get nearer to the end of the movie, this one girl just keeps telling these two guys, I need more time, I need more time, I need more time. That's like a freaking parrot, and I'm like, okay, that's enough. That's nice. You need time. Just end the movie then. If nothing's gonna happen, just end the movie. And the people that are invested in that kind of love triangle that this movie has, they're all reacting to the situation really kind of awkwardly, just like they don't really know what to say. And they're only, have these lines to say because they're in this movie, and it's not like they're reacting to it genuinely like a human being would. I mean, this one guy that's the chef, he's not realizing that the girl is really married, so he probably should lay off. And the guy that's married doesn't really understand what it means to be jealous because he's so rich. He doesn't sympathize like that, and so he doesn't realize just to be a nice guy for 2 seconds. So um, mostly that's what this movie is dealing with relationships. There's a lot of nice family stuff. There's a lot of nice stuff about surviving and making your life worth living and stuff like that. So I think this is a good B movie. I'm going to give a B to this movie, and I think that it is okay to suggest. It's getting a little on the old side, so maybe people should see it in the next couple of years here before it gets too old and people forget about a movie like this. But with its content, I think it's very worth watching. So if you want to put it on your list, it's called A Rising Tide, and I give it a B. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get some of them to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy movies. Thanks.